Hello. I am recording this on my original, my OG, my personal channel, and I'm popping out the chat because I have people who watch me regularly already, even though I don't do anything or say anything that interesting, but enough people have heard God that I've got subscribers now. And what's funny is, I spoke with an engineer 6 months ago, coming home from the hospital after being at my second appointment from being violently raped. So it was mid-December, right before Christmas. I lost my viewer because I said rape. Oh no, this is serious. We can't watch this. This isn't fun. So I hope you didn't do meth, viewer, because you would have just had an inside scoop and been like, I'm in. I've cured depression. I cured suicidal depression. I think I've also cured depression. I don't know about depression, but I know how I did it with suicidal depression. I'm not sharing a goddamn inkling of that right now because I don't know how long it takes to write a grant. But I already have a co-signer for a study on methamphetamine to suggest to suicidal people and teach them how to overdose. And this is all going to be a placebo because Brizo shot himself because he's a fucking retard. Because if he had asked me what he was really asking me, which was, how do I do it, Robin? Not, what's your password? So, Brizo. God damn it. Anyway, a young man killed himself and left me a suicide note. And his mother was smiling at his funeral, so we all felt like that was a mercy killing. So if anyone judges him, whatever, you're gonna die anyway. So, and I say that wholeheartedly. I mean it. Like, the people who I can't reach, I am not gonna sit here and pretend to try to reach people who can't be reached. Okay, if you hear me and something resonates, damn, you got it. Keep watching until it does, until it is, not till it resonates, till you whoom with the earth. Okay? Awesome. And then once you do that, oh my God, like I just realized that this is really me. I really am like a little Jesus freak, and I really love my relationship with God. And my mom always seems so dramatic because she is, and I still actually hate her right this moment. And Mom, you bastardized your relationship with God by walking around the yard going, I love you, God. Shut up about it. Because if I didn't have to do these videos as a punishment, I'd just do what I normally do and just keep showing everybody God instead of being a judgmental cunt. I'm sorry I keep using that word, YouTube. If I'm not allowed to, just tell me I'm not allowed to so I can stop using it. But that's the only word, because I know that incites a lot of anger in my mom. Because one time my sisters and I were all on our periods, and even though it wasn't funny at the time because we actually did want to kill each other, we all stood in different parts of the house far enough away that we didn't claw each other's eyes out. Now I remember, I was like, I've never actually wanted to fucking kill somebody so much. And Ruth was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And Rebecca was like, I don't know why we're yelling. I just need to cry and eat potato chips. And I remember I was like, all right, Rebecca, let's go cry and eat potato chips because I'm tired of this. And Mom just cried because we had screamed cunt at each other so many times. Because when, and I can't remember the whole story, guys, so if I fuck it up, correct me. But I have amnesia, like, for real. By the way, Ruth, I hate you and I hope you die. But also, I don't care enough to tell you because that's how much you don't mean anything to me anymore. So Dad says that you want to talk to me. I don't know what he's trying to say. Fuck you. Go die. Go kill yourself. Or you can show up here and chop off your fucking child's head. Because you didn't have a miscarriage while I was having one, bitch, or that little motherfucker wouldn't be here. I don't even know his name and I don't care. Sorry, I keep letting the evil out of me because it feels good to just finally be done with it. And by the way, Dad, I'm not like sick. Stop shoving your dick in my face, and then my PTSD won't be triggered, okay, asshole? Because when you walk up to me and you're standing and I'm crouched, your dick's in my face, dumbass. And I got violently raped in the throat to the point where I'm surprised I can talk, but I do sound like a man now. I don't even smoke much anymore. I don't think I've had one cigarette. No, I had a little squirt of a cigarette today. Okay, I lied. The thing made a sound. Maybe I did have one more. I did. I had one more. Mom, if you say the word meth, don't ever say that word again in front of me, because I will become physically violent with you because you kidnapped my son and taunted me with him. And the whole reason I got PTSD is because I almost died bringing that little motherfucker into this world. So, bitch, when Dad had to spend a month running away from the door, and then he told Dave that he had to hide the knives, which is funny because I kind of half-assed that story. I didn't know who hid all the knives. But when I found them all in a crate one day, I was like, I bet Lindsay was probably worried for her own life too. Because the bitch saw me starting to stab myself and she laughed at me and I turned. And I don't know what, I was just trying to I don't know what that face looked like. That poor woman. All I know is that she and her husband go around town telling everybody that I tried to sleep with him. And then she talks about all the things she hates about me that are like not true. And it's funny because the girl in jail who like told me that I was infamous, when she was telling me, I was like, are you serious? I was like, wow, they really love me. And she's like, oh, no, they don't. And I was like, yeah, you're right. See, because that's usually what I do when someone's like too either ignorant or naive of, and I don't mean ignorant. See, oh, that was really, really perfect. Goof. So, long story short, in one afternoon, I'm about to show my probation officer just how wrong she is about me, but also prove to myself that I could do all of these things, not just through Christ who strengthened me, but through my fucking probation officer who could give me a goddamn phone number. And that's all she had to do. I've been begging for it the whole time. I've been begging for one little thing to get me started because I couldn't find it on my own. Literally have tried. So where the fuck were all of you? I asked for one person to come to my house. You know what's funny? Is that my PO hadn't come to my house yet. I invited her in by showing her around my rooms in the video I just recorded for her. None of you have ever been invited into my home, but you are in it and you see it, and you probably got to see it if you watched that video. And I'm not scared at all because I'm a violent felon, and you've seen it right here, bitch. So try me. I love it whenever somebody's like, Miss, you need to be more careful about the information you share. I love saying 744 Elon Road, Madison Heights, Virginia. There's a parking lot out here too. Y'all come at once. I actually wrote a letter. Murderers, thieves, and scoundrels. Isn't that just beautiful? Look, my timing is perfect. It's off by a few seconds. Hold on. All right, maybe 60 seconds. I am mad about it. I do need milk though, because I'm about to drink half and half. Please, if you get grossed out, go vomit silently. I don't need to hear about it. But if I vomit, like I just did with the sour milk, my PO asked me how I feed myself. I did make a sign, but I didn't put it out. That was on a wooden sign, by the way, like really nice old wood. Painted over what it said. and wrote SWF, need food, please help, ? Period. It is cottage cheese, right? Like, how is anybody watching who can actually tell me how to make cottage cheese from this so that I don't have to waste it? Because, like, literally, I had one person bring me food in a month. And so I was like savoring it, and this whole fucking thing is bad. Oh, I'm lying. One of my other friends brought me food, but I can't say who and I can't say what. Oh my god. Excuse me. Yeah. They're done, but I want brown on the tops. They're corn muffins. That was the whole point of the video process that started 3 hours ago. But my blood sugar's been so low this whole time, I have no idea what I've been talking about. And it's coming back up. I'm right now I'm really embarrassed, and I'm like, what did I say? And God's telling me it's okay. So I feel good about it. I'm probably going to pass out in a minute. By the way, hi, my name's Robin. I'm an IV methamphetamine user, former user. I don't subscribe to a 12-step program because I went to the program before I became an addict because I said, I feel like, because I was an alcoholic, and I kicked that, but I had to kick that through love. And if I ever lose the love of my life, I'm worried that I might either go back to alcohol or that I might use something different. So I'm doing this program because I needed therapy anyway, and I need somewhere warm to be as much as possible because I'm in a cold house until my boyfriend gets out of jail. And I figure since I've done meth a few times, that'll probably be what it is. And I've heard that one's really addictive. And everybody in the classroom looked at me, and one girl goes, "Is this bitch for real? Can she even be here?" And then the teacher smiled at me and she goes, "So you're taking this class to study in case you become an addict so that you don't become one. Is that what I'm understanding?" And I said, "Yeah." And everybody started laughing. And I said, "I'm really glad I'm in a room full of women right now, because if there was one man here, I would be crying." And I'm already starting to cry. What is so funny? And they all just started laughing. And the teacher said, "Nothing, sweetheart," or something, something to ease my mind. And then I start to recall being an alcoholic. And then I'm sobered back to the fact that I will never tell anybody some of the things I did when I was an alcoholic. Mostly because of the shame, but also because I could probably be arrested just for saying some of the stuff. Actually, one thing I know I could be. So I can't say it at all. But I'd also be a sex offender. And it wasn't bad. And that's why I keep laughing. But let me just put it to you this way. I know 3 men who are sex offenders because they soberly, in public, behind a car, took a whiz and got caught. And I very publicly, on Halloween, had way too many beers while I was pushing my little trick-or-treaters. And one doctor came out of his house, said, "You can be a sex offender for doing that, and I'm not mad that you did it behind my trailer, and I hope you didn't get piss all over it, But you need help, lady, because I can hear those bottles clinking around and you got 2 babies in your stroller right there. So you should be ashamed. As I turned to look at him, and we had that sick feeling in our stomachs, I said, "Hey, Bob, how are you?" He said, "I don't know who the fuck Bob is," and walked in instead of. So I had a lot of people who loved me so much they looked past my alcoholism. And that's wrong. Because when you're screaming about drugs at somebody, but you keep excusing alcoholism, when I didn't excuse it away, I just didn't talk about it. When my husband would find bottles and bottles and bottles hidden places throughout the house, he talked about it because he loved me. And probably because he knew that he wasn't doing well, and he thought, oh, fuck, if Robin's already depressed now, then when she loses me, in addition to already being depressed, that's going to kill her. By the way, I'm saying that, and I mean it. Because if that's not what he thought, any other thing to think would be wrong. Because I would have lost the man who meant the most to me and who I meant nothing to, and I could not figure out why I didn't matter to him anymore. And I'm going to do this video because none of my colleagues are going to watch this to actually see that I cured suicidal depression, but I'm so excited because I can actually do a study because I have a cosigner. Anyway, nobody else knows what that means, but anyone with an NPI knows what that means. So even my nurse buddies don't know, and most of my doctor friends don't care because they're like, bitch, I'm not in the fucking lab. I have to go, take care of sick people, stupid lab rat. And the reason they say that is because we all respect those people because none of us want to be them. So yes, P.O. Hanks, I have a job. And yes, it has to do with meth. And yes, I think it's funny because I literally am in the best place in the world to find a bunch of meth heads that want to do meth for free and be in a study. But I need to talk to you about it. And it's funny because I didn't see this one coming, but I did see, a few of the other ones. So, also, don't watch any of my videos anymore because I already wasted 45 minutes of your time earlier. But you can get to know me a little bit and be like, that's my bitch right there. And I'll be like, I am her bitch. Somebody answer the cottage ricotta. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's so chunky. It is not bad. It is just chunky. So it's almost cheese. Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't smell up. That is bad. So this has whatever lactobacillus it needs. There's acidophilus, basophilus, bibidophilus, berberophilus. I actually have them all written down just to prove to you that I'm not lying. Let's see. During this recipe, the specific gravity, I filled the gallon container with the little C, H2O to the neck. The specific gravity to start was 1.0425, but when I added these, it was 1.05. That's a 0.008 change. We need to document that, okay? So I made sure that I did, and then I filled out what it was on 8:30 when I drank an entire jug of watermelon blueberry wine, and that shit was delicious. And I'm not sorry. If you want the recipe, I'll share it if I'm allowed to. I have to run everything by my PO because she reminded me that I got 3 years hanging over my head, and I'm not worried about drugs or murdering somebody, even though I threaten to do it all the time, because I know that I'm speaking in metaphor. They know I'm speaking in metaphor. And if a cop comes here to arrest me for a death threat when my husband was actually trying to kill me and they finally gave me a protective order because they didn't care about text message threats. They didn't care that the fucking hospital had a no trespassing order against him because of how violent he was with my children that my very tall friend at the time had to rescue from their daddy's car because he's got PTSD. And he's never going to tell anybody that. And I tried to reach out to a bunch of his friends and family members, and they said that this is awkward, Robin. Really? The one who said that, by the way, is a fucking nurse, and you should lose your stupid license. And I know you watch these. Do you want me to call the nursing board like how Keith called the nursing board on me? Because I can guarantee you, by the way, that as a educator for women's and children's, first of all, you poor thing. How the fuck did you fake that till you made money? At Duke, too. Duke. Oh, do some research on your people, because that's not a good nurse right there. Also, she was asking me for cheat sheets, which really, I mean, colleagues share that all the time. So I'm throwing you under the bus for something that isn't throwing under the bus or anything. And so I hope that you realize that one thing I said was maybe kind of a half-assed truth. And then you think about what the fuck I told you and go check on my goddamn babies. And then maybe I won't like sit here and be smug when one or both of yours die. Okay? Do you know what PTSD does to women? It makes them drown their babies and themselves in the bathtub. Do you know what it does to men? Do you? Do you know? Amy Kern. Do you know what a single father might do to his two babies if he feels backed against the wall and when you drive by at 11 p.m. every fucking light is on in the house? That man's afraid. He's got paranoia. He's got PTSD. I don't know what he's going to do to my poor, innocent, beautiful little Landon, who's like, Daddy, it's okay. But my son's already very sick in the head. And even just saying all that, I need to go lay down. But CPS won't do a fucking thing about it. So if somebody can please go to 1810 Mobile Road, Lynchburg, Virginia, and please tell Keith I don't have a car and that I can't come and hurt him and that he's okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. All right. Oh my God. It happened again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if you can see the color. Oh fuck. Guys, I need medical attention. But don't call 911 if you're watching right now, because I know a couple people are. Oh my God, I need help. Fuck. I keep playing possum. Like I stopped breathing and everything and I shut down, but I'm conscious. And I have narcolepsy, but it's the opposite. It's like sleep paralysis. But I'm awake. Fully awake, and I've done it at least four times now. That was the fourth. One time I did it off the toilet, and Dakota picked me up and started doing CPR. And I'm gonna tell you what, like I still am like I hit it the other day. Hit right there. I think he broke a rib. And that poor boy thought that I was faking when I finally came to. And oh my God, I think he slapped me in the face too. And I said, I'm glad you slapped me because I didn't think this was real. But I was laughing when I came out because I was like so aware, and I was like, oh my God, Dakota, please don't do CPR. Oh my God, Dakota, Robin, talk. And I couldn't. I passed out on the toilet after an argument, and I told him I was going to kill myself again, and instead, I consciously passed out. Anyway, I'm having another rebound from the insulin, or anyway, I get confused right after that, and now I'm so confused and dizzy I need to go lay down. By the way, woman I used to call Evelyn, Mom. Yeah, God fucked that one up for me, so I said it whatever way makes you feel good. All of the things you just saw. Oh, Mom, we need to call CPS and please report about Keith's PTSD because nobody else knew because I was his wife. And he was diagnosed by Dr. Angel at Virginia Baptist Hospital during his stay. He lost all hope to live because he lost his legs. And he said he was worried he was going to lose his wife. And Angel pulled me aside and said, please tell me you aren't going to do that to this poor man. And I said, we've been separated in the house for a year and a half. And the only reason he went to the doctor was because of this. He goes, you can't leave him now. I'm sorry. And I said, that's not fair, Angel. And he goes, sometimes, especially when you're a doctor, you got to be the bigger man. And I said, it sounds like you're speaking from, and he goes, just go away. And I thought that he was just giving me a metaphor and that he was probably having his own little epiphany realization, but I think he was giving me some fucking medical advice. And I didn't take it. I'm sorry, Dr. Angel. I still like that you're Dr. Angel and not Dr. blah, blah, blah. Because I'm the booby doctor and I don't care. And I, Dr. Robin, no. Dr. Oyster, gross. Dr. Sarah was okay, but I'm not a doctor.